Hi guys. I'm getting pretty good at this transition. Welcome to today's episode of Plumbers of Data Science podcast. It's me, Andreas. Yeah, welcome. Last week was 4th of July and I did a stream and nobody was watching. But doesn't matter. So if you missed it, check out the recordings. What were we talking about? Were we talking about Elasticsearch? Let me just quickly check. We were talking about hype topics and so on. That was interesting. Really was. So, just a quick information. If you're new here on this channel is all about data engineering, and we're going to look into Spark this week. And so if you're new here and you're not subscribed already, you know what to do to not miss any updates. So this week, tomorrow or Wednesday, would be episode 100. And I was thinking, what are we going to do this week? We're going to look into Spark. So let's make this a Apache Spark week. I'm trying to prepare stuff for every day. So we're going to do shorter streams. I'm trying to do a bit prepared streams, and we're going to look into an important topic around Spark. I want to do this for some time, but guys, you know how it is. Sometimes you have these ideas and you don't follow through. So now we're going to change this. Let me just do this stuff here. Let's get this out of the way. I don't know if you have seen it on LinkedIn. I did this little sheet here. I was writing a year ago. Then I looked at when I did these notes. I did this around Christmas last year. Last year. So let's go into it and let's figure out. I would say today we are going to start let me just bring you up here. Start the Apache Spark week with. Let's figure out which topics are interesting. And a few topics, I would say we are going to start. We're going to try to arrange a bit stuff. So we're going to look into Spark installation. Install maybe with Docker. No, not Docker. Docker. Maybe we're going to run just the export. Then I think Zeppelin we already had with Docker. So we're going to make a quick refresh. And then I'm thinking it would be interesting if we look into standalone versus client versus yarn mode. These I'm thinking this would be interesting. So that we'll start first with the let's say technical stuff, and then we're going to move into more coding things or coding related stuff. So let me just check here. Do we have some more? So then we have it installed. We are talking about stuff. Yeah, basically what we're going to talk about I'm thinking the main concept. So at any point, if you have something, some idea, just drop it in the chat. So basically, why Spark is so great. Stream batch. Maybe we're going to do this tomorrow. Oh no, that was not. Okay. because I think it's important first to why I think Spark is awesome, and then we're going to quickly look into how to install it. I'm thinking about we're going not do it with Zeppelin, more a realistic thing that where we are going to start a I'm not sure if that works on a single machine, and then we're going to do client mode, and then let's put some stuff out there. Okay. It's not a client. Yeah, then we're going to look into UIs. Spark UI for standalone and for something like Cloudera. I'm thinking this is interesting from a standpoint of you're running just a Spark installation, because you don't need to run Spark with on a Cloudera platform. You can run Spark in standalone. So I think it makes sense to look at the UI, what you can see in the UI, how you can monitor monitor, stream, and batch. Stream, jobs, monitor batch jobs. Don't mind the writing. I'm going to change this. Do you have, guys, Sebastian, do you have any special requests? Because then I would start with something simple, like reading something. Read a CSV. Oh, Nick is already going into the details here. Okay, let's put this out here. This is something for later. Insert page style. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Sebastian, this is a good idea. Let's do this before that, or read a CSV. Let's read a CSV or a JSON. Not sure. I'm going to think of something tomorrow, and then we're going to look at the different types. RDD, data frame, and dataset. I think this is, yeah. Okay, let's do it like this. Read CSV, JSON. Later. Okay. I have to admit, I don't know what Delta files are. Yeah, Kafka. Yep. Read, write. Kafka. That's one thing. What do I have here? Write file. So we're going to read something. We're going to look into the data sets. Then we're going to write something. Right. And I'm thinking we're starting with local. And then we're going to S3. And HDFS, I think I cannot run on this computer. So because I'm on an older Mac, and I don't think I can run the how is that called? I always forget how this thing is called, the Cloudera Docker instance. What are you guys saying more? Yeah, benefits of Databricks. I have to say we need to look into this because I have no idea about Databricks. I haven't used Databricks and the cloud and so on. So this would be something interesting anyway. Batch jobs, read types. Let's do another slide. It's getting quite small here. Yeah, people are moving there, but the I'm guessing, or how should I say this? The basic Spark stuff is always going to be relevant. So, and this is not that super much that is there only for Spark standalone. So because then we're going to go into coding and some coding tips, and then doesn't matter where you are, if you're in the cloud or not. One thing we need to look into is how do we code, guys? Do we go Python or Scala? The thing is, I would be interested in Python, but I'm not that familiar with Python. So this would be this would be fun. When we do Python, this will be 2 Spark weeks. Not a Spark week. Then let me just quickly check. Spark versus Flink. We can do that. This is going to be fun. No, really. I wasn't joking. Write, read. Let me just quickly check here. Zeppelin. Map reduce example here. So what we're going to do is we're going to look into we're going to look into map and reduce in Spark. We're going to look into map versus flat map versus partition and repartition. Can I get away with this? No. Let's just go this way. Yeah, of course, then RDDs. This is basically RDD. No, let's keep this. For each partition. So we're also going to go over the basic stuff. For each partition. So this is more RDD related data frames you already have. Spark SQL is something interesting. Nick says don't write stream apps with Python, Scala only, okay. I thought they were improving on Python. Spark context and streaming context. Is that Spark context? And what we're going to resource management, we can. I'm thinking. And then Python, Scala, Spark versus Flink, which is interesting. Map and reduce in Spark. This is very easy. So we need to then, in a few minutes, we need to organize this into what we're going to look first. For EH, for exploitation, Spark SQL, Spark streaming context, broadcast variables, and and try functions. And then parallelize. Okay. Yeah, okay. Driver and executor. This should be somewhere here. What's the function of these? And maybe Spark Shell. Jupyter. That would also be interesting. That would be, maybe we're going to do this. Let's bring Jupyter in here. So we install Spark with a Docker for Jupyter, and then we're going to run notebooks. We're going to talk about driver, executor standalone, Spark UIs. This is more a coding thing. Let's quickly try to sort this stuff. Read, types, write. Read, write Kafka. And do we have some more? Let's just check this. Nick saying K8's features of Spark also would be nice to cover. You with your names. Is that Kubernetes or especially in third release? What's K8? Yeah, okay. Okay. Let's maybe bring this here. Oh man, I think we we may need to have 2 weeks here. Yeah, okay. Times. So what can we? Also, what can we do here? Yeah, it's more. Sebastian is right. It's not a week. It's not 2 weeks. It's more a Spark month. I don't care actually. This would be fun, and because I'm doing this because I also want to learn more about Spark, and I want to help people get more into Spark. I know there are a lot of online courses you can learn Spark, and you can do stuff with Spark, but these things are usually very expensive. And you can start super simple, and yeah. So maybe we can get down to a short stream every day, where I'm before the stream I'm trying to prepare stuff, maybe during lunch break or in the mornings, and then in the evenings we're doing a short stream, and we're trying to help people get this information through. Driver executor Spark shell. Okay, I don't have any more RDDs and partitions. Do we have RDDs? Types RDD, Jupyter, Sparklink, rewrite. Didn't we have partitions and so on? Sometimes over here. Spark for each partition. Yeah, okay. Okay. So when we look at this, we would start tomorrow with why Spark is so great. Look at install Docker, including Jupyter. Then we're going to look into how to run Jupyter notebooks and store them. And then we're going to, or should we first go into some details? How is this thing running? I'm thinking loud here. First, some theoretical stuff. What is Spark? What are drivers? So what is it? What's a driver? What's an executor? What are the modes you can run? Oh yeah, common errors. Demetrius, this is a good idea. I think this is something for later, but this makes totally sense. Let's start a new one here. Common errors. So we start with quick overview of Spark. Why would you use it and what would you use it for? Drivers and executors, and then standalone versus client. Then we could look into Databricks and Kubernetes. And I think this would already be day one. Let's do another slide. Then on day two, I don't want to get too much in each day because I want to have time in the morning to prepare this stuff, so we have shorter streams in the evening. But we can also discuss stuff, and not that I'm trying to code the things here. Maybe I'm but streams in the mornings are always hard because I don't know how the family is living. So day one, why Spark? What's driver executor? Basically, how does this thing work? What are the modes? Databricks, Kubernetes. Okay, then day two, Spark install. How do we install it? What are Jupyter notebooks and how to store them? How to run stuff? Don't think this is for there. Let me just check. Then we're going to look into types. RDD's data frame datasets. We are going to look in now. Let's also look into some UIs so that you can that you get more of an idea what is going on here. And I can make some screenshots, or maybe I find some good screenshots. And so, okay, day 1, day 2. What do we have also? Day 3. We look into. Okay, Spark versus Flink. This would also be something interesting. Let's bring this. It's getting a lot on day 1. Let's bring this into day 2 maybe. Or later. So on day 3, let's get in a new slide. In day 3, I think we can really start coding. So in day 3, what we're going to do is we're going to read stuff. And then what we're going to do is we're doing a simple MapReduce. What we're going to do also is we're going to look into map, flat map for each partitions, this thing. And then we are going to write. And I'm guessing this is already enough for day 3. Maybe this is too much, I don't know. Okay. 4. This thing is we're going to do this here some time later. Kafka. Oh, Spark context. Let's also talk about the context here. Day 1, and then we have on day 4 read write Kafka, broadcast variables. This is some stuff, Spark shell. Alright, let's keep it this way. What do you guys think? Is this a plan? This week starts. What do we have today? 8th. If you guys, if you have something more, we're going to add this 8 until 14. 8 to 14 on July 2019. I think that makes sense. That makes sense. So day 1, we're going to look into the basics. What's Spark? Why is it so great? Drivers and executors, standalone client, yarn mode. This should be big here. Basically resource management also, Spark context, streaming context, because there's a difference. I don't know, maybe Databricks and Kubernetes is too big for day 1. Maybe too much for day 1. These two here. And then we're going to look into a simple install with Docker and Jupyter notebooks. And we're going to leave out Zeppelin here. Then we're going to run a simple notebook or try. I'm guessing there is a demo. That's a demo Jupyter notebook. Store it. We're going to look at Spark, how to manage Spark quickly, and then into the types. Then next days we're going to read something. We're going to look into MapReduce, flat map, partition for each, this is not right, for each partition. We're going to write some stuff. So basically the whole thing. And then we are going to look into, we're going to do it with Scala. Oh, this is going to be fun. I haven't programmed in Scala for a while. Let's leave this here. No, let's bring this into this day here. Day 3. Python or Scala. Let's quickly talk about why you should use, when you should use Python and when you should use Scala, because how Nick says, for streaming, for instance, use Scala. And but this is for an older version. I had in mind that, or I think I can remember that they said that you should basically right now not use Python because a lot of, or many features are missing in Python. I'm not sure. Day 4. So we're trying to read from Kafka, do some stuff with Spark SQL. Quickly broadcast variables. Maybe try we do a bit earlier. Parallelize, Spark Shell. I don't know if we need it. And on Spark on day 5, common errors, DHE drill down optimization. Okay, this would be fun. And Spark was, I'm not sure about how good we can replicate this stuff on a single machine. But we're going to look into it. Dimitrios here says great list. Something additional could be cloud solutions for Spark. Elastic MapReduce batch job. Let's do here. Let's also do here something like cloud alternatives, other cloud alternatives. Yeah. Yeah. So, and then we could do another new slide on day 6. On day 6 we could look into time series processing with Spark, and on the, so this would be then a use case, and on the next day we could look into day 7 we could look into text mining. How is that called? I'm missing the word. How's that called for when you find out if this is a positive or a negative? Or a negative statement. Oh man. Sentiment. Yes, Nick. Thanks. Man. Yeah. Sentiment analysis. Okay. So then we would have two very simple cases, and no, not text to speech, or speech to text. Where was the Kafka one? Read write with Kafka. Maybe we need a whole day for this. That we do on day 4. Yeah. That we make basically a Kafka excursion. Let me take this and do this here. And here we're doing quickly Kafka basics. Partitions and so on. Topics partitions. And then we're going to rewrite some Kafka. Nick is already going the next step. Oh man. Yeah, we can do this. So this is more or less the basics. Day 1, day 2, day 3, we have some basics. Then day 4, we are doing, maybe I need to. We're doing some stuff with Kafka and Spark streaming. Ingest and publish. And then we have this here. Maybe we can do this stuff. Let's just bring this into 5. Or into a example here. I don't know. Delete this slide. Okay, let me just save this thing. So okay. Apache Spark versus Dask. I have no idea about Dask. Let me bring this here in. Well, let's make a backup here. Backup ideas. Pi Spark versus Dask. Let's bring this down here. And should we make another? Let's go wild here. Let's make another day here, day 8. Day 8, we're going to look into Tableau and Spark. Let's see what we can find out here and how we can use this. And I think then, I'm guessing I will need more time for this. I'm guessing we need to stretch this over time throughout the days, because I cannot prepare that much stuff, because this is very sporty here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days. This might be 16. Don't know. Okay. We've been in excess. Delta Lake. Here we're discussing Delta already. Did we discuss something? What is Delta Lake? What was that, guys? Databricks. Oh, okay. I think this would be good. I think this would be interesting. For the first few days, I would Spark and AI Summit 2019. Okay. Maybe we can do this here. You see, it's already filling up. Overview or some stuff. Overview slides or something. Nick, if you already have something interesting, then just send me the link. I would start with, in the first 2 days, maybe. I would start with finding out links and stuff also, so we can use information that is already out there, and I don't need to basically create all the stuff again. And I'm going to, so as with the case studies, we're going to try to, or I'm going to try to find resources, or we can go over the resources. Maybe they already have some examples in each case, and so we're starting with like in the case studies, starting with resources, going over the resources, and then throughout the days we're transitioning then into more a coding and a hands-on experience. I think that makes sense, because there is so much information out there. We just have to collect it and don't do everything again. That would be boring. Yeah, I like it. Especially I like Tableau. I like the Tableau stuff. That's very useful. Spark Flink, other alternatives. I don't know if we do this. Maybe we. Okay, we're going to see. We're going to see that. Okay, guys. Let's start tomorrow. The Spark AI Summit. This is so much stuff. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if we're going to do this everything tomorrow. So this is going to be a floaty roadmap. It's a roadmap. We're going to try to find out this stuff. Thank you guys for helping me get this idea of this Spark week together. Because I just had some notes, and it's always hard to make to come to a roadmap that makes sense and that you're interested in. More better to get some feedback from you, what you guys want. So we are, like Sebastian says, we're having some fun days. Okay, guys. Thank you so much again for participating in this stream, and then we're going to see each other again tomorrow. I don't know if it's going to be at 10:30, maybe because it's a shorter. We are starting at 11. I need to talk with my wife about this. Either way, this stream is always available as a recording. I'm leaving everything up. I'm not going to shut something down. And in the end, everything is going to be going in the cookbook. So all the information we're collecting here is going to be available in the cookbook. I'm going to share this roadmap tomorrow morning on LinkedIn, I guess, and then somewhere else. And yeah. If you like this one, please hit the like button, share it with your friends, and if you want to support what you like, check out my Patreon. I think the link is or should be down below. We can send up over some bucks that are going into the stream again. Thanks again, guys. See you tomorrow. Bye bye. And